Hello, welcome back. Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to continue our lecture. Let me present. Here, I already started the presentation, please. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? So, we are going to continue with the ICP, the Internet Computer Blockchain. Please, if you can hear me, let me know. Let's say hi if you can hear me. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen. Um, and then in this section, I want you to be ready with your PC. I hope everyone is with the PC. Mm, all right. Okay. Can you see my screen now? So um, today is all about internet computer network blockchain. And then for you to be able to go along with the internet computer blockchain, I want us to do two things. The first thing is that I will be explaining some key terms. Can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. Hope you can hear me. So there are some key terms that are already designed here. Key terms, okay. Can you see this? Okay. Hope you can see this. Okay, you can see it, right? Uh, as I'm going through those key terms, I want you to get to install the following. So, um, so this is if are you please if you are using Windows, let me know. How many people are using Windows there? If you are using if you are using Windows, just say Windows on the chat. So if you are using Windows, I want you to go to um, the following link. I will share the link on the screen on the group. I'm coming. So can you see my screen? Hope you can see where I am. So there is a section there called development environment. So the development environment that is made for Windows. So that link will get you to this point. So what I want you to do is that I want you to click on install on Windows here. So when you click on install on Windows, you will see the Docker and then you will see the Windows subsystems for Linux. So I want you to do the use the Windows subsystems for Linux. Hmm? So if you get to the Windows subsystems for Linux, I hope you can see my screen now. Mm, okay, that's it. It's already on the description there. So let me just go to this. So once you click on the Windows subsystem for Linux, you are going to get to this page according to as it is there. So this is what I want you to download and install. So you get to this point, you click on prerequisites. So I just want to do it live here so that see you can click on your on this click on this on your machine. After getting there, you will search for PowerShell. So this is Windows PowerShell. You click on Windows PowerShell. So after clicking on Windows PowerShell, you go to just go ahead and copy this command and paste it. Control V here. So it will ask us that if do you want to install subsystems, you say yes. So it will install it. So saying that I'm having a corrupt. Okay. So this prerequisite is what I don't have. Can you hear me? So I intentionally want to do it without installing it on this machine so that everybody can follow along with me. I hope you are going to see the same error now. Um, so this is on Windows 11. I am running a Windows 11. So if you are running Windows 10 or Windows 10 upward, you are going to have the same error that I just encountered now on the PowerShell. You notice I try to do this and it's giving me this error. Then I'll go a step back and then I want to get to install the build version for this. So just stay with me. And then these are the prerequisites. Sha. So let me just enable Windows Subsystem. This is the first step on my machine. So you must first enable Windows Subsystems for Linux optional feature before installing any Linux distributions on Windows. So what I do is that I will click on my PowerShell again. I'll click PowerShell. Mm. You run it as you right click and you run it as administrator. So yes. So by doing that, I'll be able to now configure this. I'll copy this command there. I will now configure it manually. So this is saying that I'm having a corrupted image version. So I want to use another machine. I want to use another computer. Let me use another computer. So I have another computer prepared there. So this is another computer. I have it on RDP. So I want to do the same process here. Let me say PowerShell. So the main issue here is that the ICP development environment is designed for Linux users and then Mac USX or Mac OS X users too. Those people have a smooth development environment to deal with. But majorly I have noticed that setting up a development environment is like the biggest issue with dev. I mean, there are so many people that are stuck developing for different platforms because they can't just set up the development environment. So I just want to do that here so that you can see how these things go. So now this is the development environment. Um, I want to do this on on a new machine. This is a very brand new machine, and then I want to just follow the uh, instructions there to enable Windows subsystems. Let me try it here. So you can see that it is enabling it here on this my Windows version. The reason why it's not enabling it here on my existing machine here, I have two computers on this laptop. This is my main computer and this is another computer RDP on AWS server. Now, this computer here, uh, during the installation, there are some issues with the build that is corrupted. I don't want to go into the rabbit hole of trying to reconfigure it. But if you are having same error, that means that you just need to find a way to have a fresh machine. You can install a fresh machine. So, like, I really want to help a lot of people to continue their journey in the blockchain dev. So, I will drop my contact here when I'm done so that you can follow along and then beat me up with any error you have. Um, so you can actually contact me on this on WhatsApp on the line that will be dropped on the links on the line that will be dropped soon. So that I can have at least one-on-one interaction with anyone that want to install this successfully and continue dev. So that's the first instruction. You can see that it is executed cleanly on this machine. So you go to the next step. Um, okay, I think this is for Windows 11. That's this. I'm running a Windows 11. So what they are saying that bills lower than this do not support a. So that means that the error I was experiencing here the other time. Okay, I already caught it. Oh, I already caught it. No, I have an error here the other time. Let me go to PowerShell again on this machine. I was experiencing an error here the other time, and the error I was experiencing is the fact that um, I am having a bit lower than this. So this is just like So now let me go to the main to the third after enabling this. Step one, enable this. Step two, check for requirements, and then I am what's it called? I am on one machine here that is up to date. So let me now they wanted me to update this machine, but I don't want to. Let me just test the third step that which is enable virtual machine feature on this. Let me just go to enable it. So don't forget that we are trying to set up a development environment, and then this is the first section here for ICP. So installing tools for ICP development. I just want you to be able to work with some commands that I'll be sending in soon. So all these tools are designed for Linux, but I want us to work with some what do you call? I want us to work with Windows machine because most of us are using Windows machine. So I want to check whether you already okay. That's the contact. That's the WhatsApp contacts there. You can always check that. So we are still. So you can see this is the third step here, which is to enable the virtual machine feature. Then the fourth step is to download the Linux package. So as you can see here, if I click on this, it will download the latest package for Linux. So it's downloading it, and then it's done downloading. Let me just go to the folder I downloaded and download, install it. Okay, so it will update it. Okay, so that means that we jumped the step above here. They wanted us to like be able to um be able to just get this thing done. So I think we'll go back to step two, which is making sure that our requirements are met. So Um, if you are running Windows 10, you can use this update assistance to update. So I am not running Windows 10 here, but you can click on this if you are on Windows 10. Just click on this. And if you are on Windows 11, so let me just go to my normal machine, the normal machine I was using then to now update this. Now I have a machine that has there's a machine I had then that is having an error. Look at this is a machine that is remote machine I'm connected with. Let me go to my normal machine here. This is my normal local machine here, and then talk about PowerShell. I just want to install this. Oh, sorry. So let me close this and just I want to use this. I want to test out this PowerShell. Let me run as administrator. So here the other time I ran a command, and the command that I ran is so you can see those ones are for Docker, but Docker is heavy. I don't want you people to work on that. I want to just go to the easiest. This is the WSL 2 is the easiest one for now. So the it's just Windows subsystems for Linux. That's the definition of WSL. But in here now, it is just a package that is used to run Linux command on Windows, so that Windows can support Linux commands. But I'm trying to set it up on I'm having two machines simultaneously here. I'm trying to run it on this local machine. I also run it on that remote machine and see the one that we install. So no matter which machine you are using, you can run into the same error like myself and also be able to resolve it just the way I'm resolving it. But the way I'm supposed to go about it is just to install a Linux machine and run it on Linux machine. But I know that majority of people are using Windows machine. So that's why I just want to deal with it physically, live on live, and then let us see how you can also do it on your own end too, following the way I am going about it. So I want to just go back to this Windows subsystems for Linux. So both are allow you to run DFS, which is the compiler for Motoko, but WSL comparison. So let me go to this. Let me show you are running Windows 10 or higher or Windows 11 for you to be able to execute this. But let's go to this point. Um, okay, this is where we are the other time. So we just want to automatically install this, but it's not allowing us to do so. So, but like you must be running Windows 10 or higher, or to use this command below. If you are on earlier version, use this. So now I am running this and it's telling me that let me run it again. It's telling me that there are some build. If I run this command now on this my local machine, it will give me some error like it did the last time. It said that the configuration registry database is corrupt. Hmm? Now, that means that Microsoft did not recognize this. Now, I want to use another machine on the cloud here, and this is another machine. This is another machine, also Windows 11. No, let me, I don't think this is the machine. Okay, okay, this is another machine, Windows 11. So this one automatically installed directly. So let me wait for it to just install completely. And mind you, this is a new machine, like this is a new machine, and then this machine is a remote server somewhere. But if you have a new machine and you have mm, you have configuration like this my own, this is the configuration of the machine that is running this. So it's actually a remote machine, as I've said to you, is a remote machine that is running. These are the configuration. Now you are seeing the configuration. It works on this configuration. Um, Now I will have to reboot the system for the chain to be effective, as you can see here. So let me summarize what I've been doing before I reboot the machine. What I've been trying to do is to install um, is to follow this documentation, this documentation that is already sent to the description below. I really want everybody to get their own machine set up because I spent a lot of time trying to do this on Windows. I could have used another machine like Linux and continue with my tutorial, but I realized that that would not be fair enough because most people are using Windows machine, and then I have to like show a way to do it on Windows machine so that even if you're on Windows machine, you can still follow along with the tutorial. And if you are on Windows machine and you're having the same error like um, this, let me know on my personal DM. But I will attend to that. But there's something I just want to say. What I'm saying is I'm summarizing I'm trying to give you a one step-by-step procedure of what I've done so far. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to follow this tutorial to install the development environment of Internet Computer on Windows machine. And to do that, I have to go to this address and get to this section where they talk about, this is the default that they bring. So once you get to this point, you have to click on install on Windows. Once you click on install on Windows, there are two options to install on Windows. You have to install using Docker, and I think that's more complicated for a beginner. But I realized that okay, let's go to a more easier route, which is the using the using the there are no native support for DS on Windows. However, you can develop ICP canisters, or you can call canisters what's it called, smart contracts on Windows using Docker or by installing Windows subsystem for Linux. So we should go to the route of using Windows subsystems for Linux, this version 2. And in order to do Windows subsistence for Linux, we followed uh, whether we followed to this link to install on the Windows subsystem for Linux. So after getting to this point, As for me, I have two machines simultaneously that I'm working on. So I want to, those two machines, I know this machine, I have a lot of things on this my computer. So that means that this my computer is having issues with updates. It cannot update itself to the latest version. And I think that's basically because I've been using it for some time, and there are some things that have been corrupted about it, which is like the registry database is corrupt. So what this error means is that this is computer one. This is my local machine, and I'm trying to install Windows subsystems for Linux on this computer. And there's a registry at which all the updates that I want to take. I understand the reason for this error, and I'm trying to explain the reason for this error in case you encounter it on your own development environment. Is because some programs has corrupted my update database registry. Huh? So if I just want to um, uh, reset this, let me see how to reset my um, Windows 11. So this is the pathway to go about repairing it. Hmm? There are some tutorials that can help you with that, but I don't want to bog us down with that. So I am using a brand new machine here, which is having its own configuration here. So, and this command works gently on it. The automatic installation command, everything just work easily, which is the trying to install this automatically. So I this is the manual version of installing WSL. This is the automatic version of it, and the automatic version worked very well. So this is the automatic version. I just want to put it in my second machine here. I want to put it on the. So this one will install it automatically for you. So that's the there's a flash. Someone flashed me now. There's a network break. I don't know whether you are still there. Okay, you're still there. So I want to restart the machine. So this is the machine I'm connecting to. So I think it's booted again. It was a network glitch. There's someone a call entered, so it affected the network. So what I'm saying is that after installing this, after this command, you can see that it is successfully installed. So by doing this, you realize that I have to restart the machine. So let me restart the machine. As I said to you, this is the second machine. Hmm? So let me restart. So restarting this will not stop the stuff we are working on, but you can see. So I will still go back to the machine. Um, if you like this, I'm replying this person. If you follow what I'm doing from scratch and you are practical, you will get it because I'm trying my best to make sure it is as candy as possible for a beginner. Thank you. So all the things I'm doing on that remote machine, you can also do it on a local machine. So, but I'm using it as an example. So as you can see, the machine is rebooting after installing what's it called? After installing the WSL, which is the so it's still booting up. Let me go to PowerShell again. PowerShell. We run as administrator. You right click and run as administrator. So you can see now. Let me go to our browser. And after rebooting, you realize that we can now check the version of WCL we are working on by typing this command. Um, let me see whether we can get the type of Linux environment we are working on. We are working into. So now here now, there's a default Linux environment that is going to come with the WSL. So now basically this is there's a default Linux distro that comes with the WSL. So I want us to go to just continue with the default one, or we install the um, okay. Let me try run this command on that machine. Okay. I think there's a network issue again. Please, are you there? The videos are going to be there for you to watch as slow as possible as you can. Okay. Now let me go to this point. Let me check this command. So now um WSL, let me call it. Oh, this is not persisting my WSL. Let me see whether this machine is not persisting my WSL. Let me see whether it's why is it not persisting my WSL. So I think that's enough for this. I don't have enough time to continue with this Windows package installation setup stuff. I think we will be able to deal with that properly later. So I will go straight to the Linux environment and continue so that you can have understanding of how everything works properly in the what's it called? So there's one Linux environment that you can use. It's called Colab. Let me just go to Colab. So Colab is kind of an environment that has Linux at the background. So I want to continue, but I can still go to, let me create a new notebook. So this will give me a kind of a terminal to work with, and then I can write some codes and execute those codes here. Mm, I think I'm ready in. So in this Colab environment, let me try sign up. I think they want me to sign up. So you use this free version, pay as you go. You want, I think I have an account here, no problem. So now here, anytime you want to execute a command, okay, you're already connected to, all right, nice one. Let me try to find a way to, so um installing this on this development environment, this Mojoko or environment on Windows is something not really visible. I don't think it's visible to execute properly. Let me go back to my local machine and try to resolve this uh, data refactor corrupted setting. Mm, So installing this on Windows is kind of not really clear, direct and direct like that. So I'm coming. I want to set up a Linux environment, and I will start sharing my screen after that, and then I will now move on to the next process of developing ICP blockchain. I will just continue with what I'm doing. So I think installing on Windows is taking too much of our time. But before that, I will still continue. Let me just stop sharing now. So I'm coming. So just a minute. I will pull up the slide now. So I will come back with the environment setup. I just want to speed up things. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, everyone. So I want you to use this alternative because the Windows is really, really stressful. So let me present again. Let me share my screen. I want to give you an alternative that will help you. Yeah. Can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen? Please, can you see my screen? Can you hear me? I want to know whether you are following. Can you hear me? So, uh, let's. I'm introducing you to everyone. So the Gitpod.io store will be the link will be shared in the description. So as you can see, you can sign in with GitLab. So you need a GitHub account. Create a GitHub account so you can sign in using your GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account. So I will have to confirm the login. I just want to do it. So in this case now, this Gitpod is a platform that will allow you to run Linux environments remotely. If you do not have a Linux machine, you can use your browser to connect with a Linux machine online. That's the purpose of this um, Gitpod. So, but you must have a GitHub account to be able to log in on it. So it's verifying and it will soon get to the point whereby it will log me in into the Gitpod account. Just wait for some moment. It will log me in very soon. So these are my workspace. Can you see? This is my workspace. So this is a workspace. This is my name. You understand? So you can. This is a free trial. You can try a free trial. It's like 5 hours. You can still work on 5 hours with it. Um, you can just try a demo configuration, and you see this is what you are giving. You are giving a 4 core, 8 gig RAM, 30 gig storage, and then you select a repository. It's just a demo. Let me use my own default repository. Come. So this is my own repository. The repository I already have on my own GitHub. I select one repository, and then that's my repository. That's my GitHub account. I will select the default browser is the VS Code, and this is my computer configuration. Then I continue. So it will prepare a Linux environment for me automatically. Please, I hope everyone is following because this is something that it's not displaying. Can you see my screen now? Can anybody see everyone see my screen now? Is my screen displaying yet? So it's preparing. Can you see preparing starting? If you can see that, let me know. Yeah, we got it. So you see all these are like default codes that are already on my GitHub repository. Hmm? You see, this is just a workspace that I have. Hmm? Let me clean it up now. I want to create a new directory. Let me just go back a bit. MKDR. Let me create ICP, ICP, ICP blockchain to ICP blockchain. So, so it will boot up a new, fresh workspace for me. So it's booting up. It's booting up. So as you can see, I'm on a workspace called ICP blockchain, and it is booting up. Currently booting up, preparing the environment for me. Okay, if you can see, that's good. Let it just keep booting up. That's good for me. Yeah, can you see that I'm trying to just create a started an environment was taking too long to boot the environment because they have to like schedule the whole thing again from scratch. So I already have an environment here, but I don't want to code along with the existing code that is on this repository. This is an existing code that is on my repository. You understand? So it's a public repository. If you can get to my repository here, um, you will see the repository I was talking about. but I don't want to. This is the public repository. This is my repository. This is my personal repository. Nightcross. This is me. This is my repository. So I am just trying to load the development environment, and they are taking too much of my time. So I feel like if I just create a folder inside the repository and continue my tutorial with it. So if you have been able to get to this point, you can let me know. But before that, I would like to continue because this development environment has taken too much of my time. I want to go to defining some key terms on this ICP blockchain tutorial, so that you can actually follow and log and have understanding of it. But I want to give like few minutes to this stuff that are loading. Let me give them 3 more minutes. So after 3 minutes, if they are not loading up, I will continue with what I have in stock here. I'll continue with this. After this one, then I will now start to code on this platform. I'll start coding using this remote environment, and then I will code directly with the existing code, but all my code should be inside this ICP folder. I hope you understand what I mean. Thank you. Let's just give it a few minutes. Let's say 3 minutes. This is 104. Let's say by 108 we will resume and start working. Wow, you can see that it's booted now. So can you see that our development environment is finally done? So we have a fresh environment here. So now, please, you can do the same thing at your end. Just get to the gitpod.io. Before you do that, create an account on GitHub, create an account on GitHub. Create an account on GitHub. This is me. This is my initial repository. Um, this is my repository. This is my repository. Um, so let me just go to these points. There are some things when I start developing, I want you to go along and understand some things that are like the terms that I'll be throwing around so that you can have understanding of what I'm talking about. So the internet computer is a decentralized network designed to run smart contracts at web speed. So with a goal to scale blockchain to support the complex and large scale applications. So a canister, a computational unit on internet computer that's I'm talking about ICP is using a canister instead of calling their smart contract, they call it canister. So it's a computational unit on the internet computer that contains both code and states. So canisters are like smart contracts but are more powerful as they can hold state data and then code simultaneously. So what it means is that you can keep track of states just like a normal program, a normal software. So circles, this currency used on the internet computer to pay for computation and storage. Circles are bonds used up when the canister execute codes or stores data. So similar to Ethereum. So circle is the money that you use, like gas that you use. So Motoko is a programming language. So we will be talking about Motoko today, and we'll be writing some Motoko today. A programming language developed specifically for the internet computer. Motoko is optimized for writing canister, and is designed to be safe, concise, and powerful. So Definity is those people that are behind that created the canister. Definitely is responsible for development and ongoing development of the internet computer ecosystem. So they are the developer community, they are the developers that developed the internet computer. So network nervous system. So the decentralized governance system of the internet computer, the NNS, this is the network nervous system, manage the protocol by voting on proposals which can include software upgrade and economic changes. So this is like the governance of the internet computer itself. So we have a neuron. You hear me talk about neuron. So I'm trying to define my terms now before what's it called? Before the before I start explaining other things. So a neuron, a mechanism we a mechanism within the NNS. NNS is the network nervous system that allows participants to vote on governance proposals. Neurons can be created by staking ICP tokens, and voting rewards are distributed to neuron holders. So a neuron is like a method, a mechanism that we are using to govern proposals by, if you want to something to happen on the ICP blockchain, whether a new upgrade of the whole network, it's a decentralized system. You will have to vote if you have neuron, if you are holding neuron, you will be able to participate in the governance of the ICP. So ICP tokens, and then as you can see, the native Unity token of the ICP computer are used for governance by staking in neurons and to convert into circles for computation. So neurons is like a kind of currency for governance, and circles is a currency that we use for what? For computation. So we use it to manage computation, gas fee, we use for gas fee. So what I'm saying now is that there's another definition called the DFINITY Foundation, DFINITY Foundation. So it's a Switch-based non-profit that stewards the development of the internet computer. It leads research, development, and community outreach efforts for the protocol. So these are the foundation that are responsible for the what's it called? For the management of the internet computer protocol. So threshold ECDSA, this is another term, a cryptographic technique used in the internet computer to enable canisters to create and manage Bitcoin address and sign Bitcoin transactions without exposing private keys. This is a protocol, is a kind of cryptographic protocol. So um, there is something called WebAssembly. WASM is a binary instruction format for what's it called? I'm coming in a minute. So a binary instruction format for a stack-based virtual machine. The internet computer uses WASM as a compilation target for camp possible to stars in a various language so that compile to wasm. So WebAssembly, you know WebAssembly. WebAssembly is a binary instruction now. Normal WebAssembly now is like a programming language that is a low level programming language, but is a binary instruction framework. Yeah, is a binary. In Solidity we convert to bytecode, but for here we convert to WebAssembly. We compile to WebAssembly. All programs are compiled to WebAssembly. So agents, a client library that facilitates interaction with canisters on the internet computer. Agents handle communication between front-end applications and then back-end canisters. So there are different type of canisters actually. We have black back-end canister, we have custom canisters. Oh my god. And we have principal canisters. So um, this document will be shared also. This document will be shared. This document will be shared. Let me see how I can make sure this document gets to you. Illustrating anyone with link. So it will be sent to you. So let's go to the next phase of the whole thing, which is this. Has anyone been able to do this? Have you been able to get to this point? So if you're able to get to this point, that means that we are done with this. We have to like set up this environment. Yeah, we'll be done in 10 minutes time. We'll be done in 10 minutes time. So this is the Linux environment. Um, so Gitpod is the user here. So here you can now go straight to install this um, Divinity on Linux. So you can just copy this command here, huh, and paste it on here. So it will download all these things and install it. Proceed with installation. Click enter. Download and install this. So you have installed it now. Mm. So we have installed the DFX version machine, and then so this is the version that you can use Solidity to. So I prefer you guys use this Motoko directly. So um, let's proceed to the installation process already taking too much of our time. So let's proceed to just running the first code on Motoko. So this is okay. So I feel like I should Okay, I just want us to move on. So I think our hello world project is the next one here. So this is like the first code, the first simple code that you write on what's it called? So this is first sample code that you write on Motoko on what's it called? Oh, this is good. So executing on so you can see that this is Motoko now is running. This is loading. The first Hello World project with Motoko is loading in the Gitpod space. So sorry for going through the Windows version. The Windows version took a lot of our time, and I realized that that was not a good area. So I will just recommend that they should just shut down the Windows version. But this Gitpod will help. But it's paid, but you can still have some free version for like 5 hours of competition. So it's time for prayer. I think we have to pause this for now, and then there will be a complete recording. I'll see add more lectures to this, so you can check that on the group later on. The lecture will be the second practical version will also be sent. So once you're back from prayer, we will continue from here. Thank you very much.